Hello guys, this is Waga here again. I just got back from working out, so I am sorry if I'm gonna be coughing, because I was out running and the pollen, man, I think it's killing me. So I just wanted to bring you one more video on mechanics, and I wanted to do this like right away before I start streaming today, because it's a hero that I'm probably gonna forget to do the mechanics on, as I don't play him that often. Might play him a little bit today. But the hero is Spirit Breaker, and the skill is Greater Bash. So Greater Bash seems like a very straightforward skill that you don't need to put a lot of thought into, and for most part that's pretty true. You charge someone, you hope for bash, and hold on to their life. That's pretty much at least how I used to play a hero, but there's some mechanics that you may have missed. So Greater Bash will apply when you charge through targets. I'm going to display that in this one little clip here, where Spirit Breaker is going to charge from the rear into the enemy here. And as he does so, he passes through two different targets and reaches his target of the Phoenix. So he pushes the Slardar, pushes the Undying, and then reaches the Phoenix. What really happened there though? And who took the most damage? So normally you would say, well, all of them got Greater Bash once, so they take that damage, and then Phoenix gets right-clicked afterwards, and also he was stunned, but the stun doesn't have any damage in itself. So Phoenix took the most damage? Well, that's true. He did take the most damage. But there's also something that we're missing. When you're charging in, let's just look at it a little bit slower here as we charge in as Spirit Breaker. That's not me, but you know, we pretend that it's us. As they charge in, look at his movement speed. 340. He uses his W, increasing movement speed even more, and then he hits the Slardar as well, increasing his movement speed once again. Actually, I think that was a replay bug that he used the empowering haste that early. I don't think he did. I'm not sure. Okay, he actually did. Maybe. Replays can bug out sometimes. But the important thing is, when he hits the Slardar with the push, he does not have the 15% movement speed that you get from your Greater Bash. If we look at it straight away, Greater Bash deals percentage of your movement speed as damage. It also gives you movement speed though. And as he's charging in, the damage is not being dealt of the Charge of Darkness speed, because that's just the speed at which you are moving. It's not your movement speed. Sounds confusing, but it really isn't. The Greater Bash is going to use the number that is beneath the shoe. That's all you need to know. It's not going to deal a percentage of 750, because that would be a really high damage nuke. So instead, it uses always your movement speed. That's why I don't... Sorry, once again. This is why items such as Shadow Blade can be pretty good. Even face boots are used quite a lot right now in FPL on Spirit Breakers, so that you use your face as you're running in and starting to deal all the bashes, and that way you increase your damage by quite a bit. It's not massive, but it's what could net you an extra kill. And also, if you're playing against the Spirit Breaker, try not to pull him into your team, not just because you're gonna get them bashed, but also because it will deal more damage onto you on the initial bashing if he has just passed through another target. So that is pretty obscure. We can just have a look at it very quickly by going back here. I'm gonna show you guys in combat log what it is that I mean. I do love the combat log. It's the best tool for analyzing stuff like this. So right here he will push the Spirit Breaker or the Slardar. We can see the white indication here of how much damage he took, but we're gonna look at it in here anyway. Spirit Breaker attacking the Slardar. Let's just look at how much damage dealt. His Greater Bash deals 101 damage. And this is a very low level, so keep in mind that the numbers are not going to be very big. The difference between this 101 damage is not going to be big to the next one, but there will be a difference. As we go out, he bashes onto the Undying and the Phoenix. And his movement speed was increased. God, can you stop resuming? His movement speed was increased by using Greater Bash, because Greater Bash applies to the Slardar as he passes through and increases the movement speed of Spirit Breaker. I know I'm saying this a lot now, and it's just because I want to be really clear about what's going on. So, with the faster movement speed now, charging in, he hits Undying and deals 107 damage. So it's just an increase of 6 damage now, but we're also not even maxed out on your skills, and you also only have brown boots. So this is a very flat example, right? There's look at the movement speed on the Spirit Break. It's not very high. We're not working with any fantastic numbers. But 15% is 15%. Imagine if you had Phase Boots or Shadow Blade or some other item. That could easily be at least plus 30, 40 damage on your initial charge. So keep in mind to always pass through targets. Not just for the sake of pushing them, but to deal a little bit extra damage. Not super important, but a fun mechanic anyway that people don't think about. That's really all I wanted to share for now. Peace out, guys.